Now, I have heard that Aussies are meant to be generous. However, I don't think, Loki, you were very generous last time because you gave me some tricky ones and I think you tried to trick me, if I'm honest. So today, be nice, please, and I'm going to try and get more correct than I did last week. All right? You're going to help me, please.
Okay, Rob. Now, look, you need to know, mate, I'm not setting out to try and make them hard. And, look, I throw in clues where I can, but all part of the learning curve.
Okay.
You'll get there. I have faith in you.
I'm going to do this, okay? I've got to aim. The goal is to beat the previous week's score. So I got 8.5 last week. The half was contentious, but I'm giving myself the half. So, first one, go.
All right. Bit of rhyming slang for you. What am I doing if I have a Captain Cook?
Captain Cook, reading a book.
No. Have Captain Cook? Do you want to have another guess?
Going for a poo, like Richard III. No? No.
Where did that come from?
I don't know.
No.
I'm just trying to think something out of the box.
Captain Cook, take a look.
Take a look.
Let's go take a Captain Cook at that. Well, another way of saying it is also Butcher's Hook. Captain Cook, Butcher's Hook, take a look.
This has not started well. Bugger.
Okay. All right. Another rhyming slang. Where am I going if I say I'm going to the Rubbery Dub?
The tub. You are taking... Yes, you are. You're taking a bath.
No, I'm not.
No, yeah, you are. Because Rubbery Dub, tub, bath.
Rubbery Dub, the pub.
Oh, no, you're not. You're having a bath.
No.
For Christ's sake.
Go to the pub. I might have a bath before going to the pub, but Rubbery Dub, I'm going to the pub.
No, because, right, I think we would use it as the bathtub. Over here, I think we would use that as the bathtub because Rubbery Dub is like a rubber duck. Duck, bath, tub, bath. But you think it's a pub?
Yeah, nah.
So would you use the term going down the boozer?
No.
Oh, okay. We would say going down the boozer, I reckon.
I might go to a booze up, but I wouldn't
having a booze up. No, you're having a booze up.
Well, you can have a booze up. I mean, if you're the host, you're having a booze up. If you're a guest, then you're going to a booze up.
Yes, okay. All right, okay, yeah. So...
Yeah, but
this is painful at the moment. This is painful.
Yeah. That's
0 for me.
It's all right. It's okay. We've got a long way to go, and I know you'll get them.
Okay.
All right. Who, what, or where is a snot rag?
A snot rag, a tissue.
I'm going to give you that. Technically, it's a handkerchief, but, nobody really carries handkerchiefs anymore.
No,
tissues.
The only place you would have a handkerchief is in your jacket pocket, wouldn't you, these days, if you're wearing a smart suit, I would say.
Yeah, but yeah, a tissue it's the same thing. So I'll give you that one.
Yeah, we would call it a snot rag. Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes sense. All right. What am I suggesting if I tell you, pull your head in?
Would it also be similar to wind your neck in? As in, maybe being too opinionated or being a bit too confrontational?
Sort of, but not quite.
Okay.
It's more like mind your own business. So if you sort of, inserting yourself into, a conversation or offering an opinion that's never invited or wanted, we'd go, look, mate, pull your head in.
Yeah. See, I think it's more or less the same thing. Only because I'm quite opinionated. If you haven't
I hadn't noticed.
If anyone hasn't already guessed that, the channel name gives it away. But my dad will frequently tell me to wind my neck in. So I think it's quite similar.
Yeah,
if I'm pushing it, I would push for the full point. So
I'll give
me
you that one because I'm that kind of cat. I like to be nice. All right. What's happening if I was to say, "Oh, I've arced up."
You're arced up.
Arc up.
You're arc up. You're a little bit annoyed or frustrated.
I'm going to give you that because it's to lose your temper.
I definitely should be getting it then.
Rob said something really bad about Vegemite, and I just had to arc up over it. That's how you would use it in a sentence. But you got it. So there you go.
Let's not get too defensive about Vegemite.
But there you go.
We know that will cause some reactions.
Yeah, we just don't mess with Vegemite.
And then you'll have to tell people to wind their neck in, wouldn't you? Let's be honest.
Yeah, pull your head in.
Exactly.
Stop blaming Vegemite. Alrighty. But now, look, you're on a roll here. You're doing well. Okay. Who, what, or where is a bludger?
Bludger. Is it something to do with a hammer and bludgering someone? Like you bludger someone to death?
No.
Then I have no idea. Then that was my guess, and I have no idea because that is the only thing that comes to my head. Bludgering someone to death.
Well, I'll try and put in a sentence for you. Don't ask Mick to help because he's just a total bludger.
Useless.
Yeah,
I'm not having a point. I'll be honest. I'm not having a point. I wouldn't because I had to have some extra help for that one. So you think what? So what are you saying it is then? Because I'm from that. I'm saying it's someone who's just pretty useless.
No, they're not far from useless. Just lazy. So
I know a few people like that.
So, like someone who, if you're on a work crew somewhere and they're always the one that's, nicking off early to smoke, they're last to arrive, first to go, never help. It's just they're a bludger.
I would have never heard of that term before. No.
It's a really, that's quite a common.
Is it though? Is it common? Because we're going to get in the comments, and there are so many Aussies now going to say, "What is that?
Yeah.
What is that cat on about?"
No,
I've never heard of that.
No.
Must be a Victorian thing or something,
not,
don't they?
Not gonna happen. Bludger is,
Okay.
It is the epitome of Aussie.
All right. Well, we'll see when the comments come out then, won't we?
We'll see. Yeah, the comments will set us both right. Okay. What am I saying if I describe something as in good nick?
In good nick is it's in good condition. It's like you'd say, for example, maybe a car. If you're going to buy a second-hand car, you might say it's in good nick.
Ding, ding, ding. Winner, chicken dinner. You got that one right.
Piece of cake.
Easy. Alrighty. Okay, so what am I trying to say if I tell you on your bike?
Get lost.
Ding, ding, ding. You're a roll.
We got that one as well. On your bike, or you as in you're taking the PISS, go away, get lost.
Yeah.
Like for example,
on your bike.
I had someone trying to sell me a new front door, right, before I actually got. And they tried charging me a hell of a lot of money, right? Like nearly £3,000 for a new door, and I said, on your bike, because
on your
you're
bike,
a
mate.
con artist.
Yep, you're doing well. All right, you're on a roll here, so let's try and keep
This
it
is better.
going. What am I saying if I call something shonky?
Shonky. Something that is
Shonky.
something that is not very, almost the opposite of in good nick. So like something that's not in very good nick, something that's a little bit wrecked.
Yeah. Yep. Ding, ding, ding.
Nice.
Winner.
I am on this now.
Doing well.
Found my rhythm.
You are. Shonky is, dubious, underhanded.
Feel the rhythm and feel the ride. I've got this.
You're doing well. All right. Let's push on through.
I want to know if anyone got that reference to feel the rhythm.
Feel the rhythm? No. Sorry.
No?
I wasn't actually listening.
Jamaican bobsleigh team.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you now. Okay, so what is a wuss?
A wuss. A wuss is another term for a wimp. Someone that's scared to do stuff.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yes. And a certain person in Kath and Kim does not like being called a wuss. Or is it a wimp? Either way. I can't remember the character's name now.
Neither's a good thing. Okie dokie. What am I talking about if I ask you for some moolah?
If you're asking for someone for some moolah, you are asking them for some money.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'm here all day, guys. I am here all day.
You got off to a bad start, but you are powering through now.
Can we have a quick score update?
Really well.
Can we have a quick score update? Just so I know what I've got to get last week.
You've had 3 wrong.
3 wrong. How many's left?
All right. Sorry?
How many questions
left?
Yeah, how many's left?
4.
4.
So, yeah, you're on track. I'm
going to beat last week. I'm going to beat last week. Excellent.
All right. Who, what, or where is the bush? And there is no innuendo or double entendre at all.
Okay, so we're not talking about a lady's bush. Just to make that clear.
Absolutely clear.
Okay. No. If I assume we're talking about your outback, your bush, as in the sort of place where Russell Coit would go, the dry area in the middle of Australia.
Well, it can mean that, but the bush can basically be anywhere that's not populated. So it might be
like we would say,
bush is anywhere where there's not people.
Okay,
basically.
So basically, like we would say, out in the sticks.
No, we've got another word for that. So, the bush is basically anywhere that's away from population. So
where there's no population at all, or
where there's no people.
So it's a little bit further than out in the sticks.
It's kind of a bit more generalized. So instead of saying the forest or the fields or the this or that, it's all the bush. Just the bush. Okay.
Because for example, we would say out in the sticks in like a small village. But you sort of mean even further away than that.
Yeah. Okay. But I can't answer because, as you know, like there's stuff that will come up down the track, and I don't want to,
All right, so half a point, yeah.
Oh, you got that? No. I'll give that to you because
you might as well.
It was right.
You might as well give it to me.
I will, because you're doing well. Okay. Who, what, or where am I asking for if I want some of the amber fluid?
You would like some lager in a pub, or I don't know, A restaurant. Beer. You want some beer?
It's a beer. Yep, it's a beer. You got that one.
Nice.
Okay. So
hang on. You say amber fluid. What would we say? Some amber something. We would use the word amber, but what's the second word we would use? Some amber something. Can't think.
Liquid?
Maybe some amber liquid or something. Yeah, maybe some amber liquid.
Some amber wet stuff.
Next one, go.
Okay. All right. So what am I asking for then if I ask for a cold one?
You're asking for a beer.
Absolutely. I mean, it can pretty much be any alcoholic drink, but typically it's a beer. I'm going to crack open a cold one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, you started off
piece of cake.
Rough, but you're doing really, really well. Okay. Lucky last. Who, what, or where are budgie smugglers?
Oh, budgie smugglers is what the French like to wear, don't they? It is the tightest of tight swimming underwear garment that looks like a Y front. Yeah, it's a swimming. Yeah, looks like pants. Our pants.
More in Australia, it more so refers to Speedos.
That's what I meant. I just couldn't think of the word Speedos. That's what I meant. That's what I was trying to say. They look like pants, like Y fronts, and they're like the tightest things. And it's always the French people that wear them.
I don't know. I think it's a good reason not to go to the beach here.
It is vile, isn't it? No one wants to see that much.
Yeah, I don't want to see Speedos.
No.
Yeah. All right. Do you want to know how you done? Your final score. How do you think?
I reckon I got 3 wrong, and I don't know if I got any wrong after that. I think I got 12 out of 15.
If you guessed 12, you'd be right. You have got 12 out of 15, which is a massive improvement on last week.
I don't know how I did it. Yeah. I don't know how I did it.
I mean, we've talked about this before in that, the similarities, and it's just a matter of some things there is a lot of similarity and you can kind of find your way to it, and others are just like never in a million years.
Yeah, I think especially with ones talking about the pub and alcohol, they certainly seem to have similarities for sure. Yeah. I that is the thing. I think today's one, there was more similarities than differences, which granted some people wouldn't necessarily know, but you can almost work it out by us having certain similar things that you can think, okay, well that probably means that. So I'm happy with that.
I mean, I know, like I've talked to a couple of people in your comments, and they're like, oh, make it harder, and I go, well, I don't know what's going to be hard or not for you. I try to take a fairly random selection, and
a lot of it as well is generational. And so, for example, in a previous phrase video with my American friend, his audience is UK. Now, me being from south of England, I am seen as posh and I'm 31, so there's certain things I wouldn't know. And some of the phrases he gave me, American phrases, because I was guessing them, I had no idea. Absolutely no idea. Something like, was it grasshopper to knees or something?
Knee height of a grasshopper.
Yeah, and I just never heard of it. So if you had heard of it, well, it's easy. Of course, it's easy. You think, how the hell do you not know that? But if I don't know if it was slightly before my time, maybe that it was popular, because I certainly never heard of it now. There's location type ones as well, as we're sort of doing. But if you're from, for example, the north of England, you might have heard of it, and if you're from the south, you haven't, or vice versa.
It's definitely the same here. I mean, there are things that we say in Victoria that a Queenslander won't know, and vice versa. But even though we might not have even though we might not know it, we'll generally get the drift of what they might mean, because we use the same logic or illogic.
There's less
you know,
difference. As I said, after exploring, and I've done certain videos, in Australia, there's less difference between the population and the vocabulary. Whereas, for example, in the UK, it's a it's a tiny country compared to Australia in size. However, the differences in language and things people say, depending on where they live and their cultural background and their class background, is huge. So there's, you can, as I said, you can travel 10 miles down the road and hear completely different words, and it's like a different language. Whereas Australia, it doesn't seem to be like that. Yes, you might say things slightly different, but considering the land mass, it is more or less the same way people speak. So language is interesting, and it's good to learn.
And I'm really enjoying sort of finding out the things that are similar, like especially when you think of Cockney rhyming slang, and we've taken that and made like our own phrases that like you didn't know, Captain Cook sort of thing. So yeah, I think it's fun. I'm really enjoying this, and I think you're doing incredibly well.
It's not doing too badly. Well, I hope you guys at home are enjoying, and I hope you, especially if you're not from Australia, I hope you're trying to guess what they mean as well. And if you're from Australia, I hope you enjoy my confused faces. That may be the only reason people tune in. I don't know. But yeah, once again, thank you, Loki, for joining me and helping me with this. If you haven't already, go check her channel out. Be in the description below. And we will catch you next time.